Hey everybody, this is Roger, the Ex-Bass Guide. I want to show you how to make a standalone LED project, and you can use this for any standalone power supply for a device that you want to make. So this is the device I made. It has a lithium battery, has an on-off switch. This is a charging board for LiPo batteries. It works great. If it runs the battery down too far, it'll shut off automatically, and when you charge it, when it's done charging, it'll shut off. It will not put power to the battery after the battery has reached maximum capacity. So that is a great board, and it sells for around $1 online. And so I'll show you how to wire that up, and I'll show you that I'm using an Atmega 328P IC off of a Uno. I bought lots of others, and so all the wiring you can kind of figure out. So I'll show you kind of what I've done. So this is the circuit board for charging a LiPo battery, and on the bottom side that has the connector, you have a plus and a negative that goes to the battery. And then you have two holes that are marked positive and negative. The positive goes to an on-off switch, and then the rest, the other part of the power wire goes to the VCC voltage in. And then the negative out comes, negative out comes back through here to the ground on the board. So that will power your Arduino project using the Atmega 328. So we also hook up the LiPo battery plus and negative on the other side of the board from the connector. This is how you charge your LiPo battery. You plug it into a micro USB and to your computer or TV. So that's what I did to wire it up. It's got a 800 milliamp hour battery, and I just cut off the connector and soldered the wire straight to the board. You have to make sure that it has this coil on there. I will give you the web page that you can buy it from on eBay. I own about 40 of these because I make so many projects. So this is a project I made that is it's portable. You can do whatever you want with it, and this is what mine looks like. So I make LED hats, and this is one of the patterns of the hats I make. These programs are really sophisticated. Not a lot of people go to this level. I wouldn't say it's necessarily engineering level, but I've spent a lot of time programming LEDs. It's my fetish. It's something I really enjoy. I've made lots of projects. And so you look at the patterns and you can get some ideas on what you can do. And if you notice, my LED patterns include a lot of speed. You don't want to sit there with one pattern running for a long time. People are going to lose interest at looking at your device. Change it up fast, make them move quickly, change speeds like that right there, and you'll get more attention to your projects, and people will like them more. Using good colors with varying patterns. I think this is 45 thousandths of a second. It really gets a really irritating eye flash. And this is just a random flash. And then this goes around adding an LED every round and then coming off. So there's a lot of things you can do with LEDs. It's pretty easy to write code for it. I learned how to write code a couple of years ago. I learned it online thanks to YouTube videos and some very good instructors. I'm not an expert programmer, but I know enough to be able to do a lot of layered stuff, and loops are a must. So that's my project, and trying to help you figure out how to put one together. You just need space for the battery. I put a magnet on it so I can put a magnet in my pocket, or put a magnet on something else, or stick it to metal so I can set it there. Kids love these things. I love these things. But I also hot glue the heck out of it, because the biggest danger to a project once you're complete is wire damage. And if your LEDs don't light, or if one or two lights don't work, it's better to hot glue it It just keeps it safer. These are pretty impervious to damage. You can knock one off if you're not easy. There's a little bit of hot glue over the wire too. You can run wires through the back if you have room and come out right next to the hole for the location you're going after. I didn't. I needed to use the other side to ground the LEDs. So there you go, guys. I'm here to help you. Now I'm going to show you the website. If you go to YouTube, let's see if we can get this. So all you got to do is type this in: 5-volt lithium battery charger, protection boost board, USB LiPo 18650 for power banks. So a lot of these boards come with big USB connectors. I don't want that on my project. It's too big. I did use those before, and it was great to just put a USB plug in there and then cut the wires and attach it, but that's too much bulk, too much size, and these boards are cheaper. So you can use wires to route it. I want to show you the kind of wires that I use. They're thin, they're light. You can strip the coating on the wires with your thumbnail. So let's see if I can get some. That's good enough focus. So we take the wire, and you can just pinch it with your fingernail, separate it, and then pull the insulation right off. So it's very quick to work with. It's strong enough, it doesn't break. You don't want to flex it too much. So once you get your soldered wire, solder it to the side so it lays down flat. You don't want to vertically insert it into the board and then bend it over. You're just asking for problems. So it's better to solder that short lead on flat into the solder, and then keep that flat, and it won't get flexed too much, and then hot glue it, and it'll never be a problem. So you can find these wires. Let me see if I can find what it is. So it looks like it's 24. It's 30 gauge wire wrapping wire. Okay, so you can look for it that way. This one broke when it came through the mail, so I just hot glued it so it doesn't fall apart. So there you go, guys. Tell me what you think. Thanks a lot.